Yeah, just give us a call before you come. Just to Monday nights are always going to be league nights starting at 8 o'clock, and then Thursday nights are race nights. But that's like something we guys can do. For $30, you get 3 races, 20 minutes each. It's the same track but 3 different cars, so you get 3 races. That's always an option. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. You too.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just testing to make sure that the audio is good, so give me a couple more minutes, and then we'll get to commentating the night away. Alright, you guys are hearing a lot of the amazing engine noises, but not enough from me. I'm gonna see if this is a little better. If you guys are watching right now, just let me know what you think of the audio too. Do you think the mic's a little too soft, a little too loud? Would you rather the engine game volume be a little louder? You guys let me know. We will be getting underway in a couple minutes here. We're just going to have a quick driver's briefing to get everyone situated with the new track and the race tonight, and then we'll get underway with qualifying. Thank you to everyone tuning in. Our drivers just had their drivers meeting, so I am going to change the server and move it on to qualifying. Look at that little McLaren over there driving out. He doesn't realize it, but I'm gonna make him go back to pits. Got him. Oh no, look at the camera. Ooh. Oh no, we're not having this lighting issue again. We are not doing that today. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna fix this up. Let's go make this look pretty.
Cool, I'm gonna join in a sec.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 3 of our GT3 League. My name is Hugo Dos Santos, coming at you live from Apex 1. You know, now that I see this happening, I'd love to figure out how to get the deltas to come up like they were last week. Let's see. I'm gonna go see if I can get that set up, but I hope you guys are having a good evening. I hope you guys are staying home if you're in the East Coast, in the Jersey area. Apparently we have a crazy wind warning going on until 4 a.m. tomorrow, so I'd be wary if I were going outdoors today. Let's see. No, we want to show that. I'm going to show you guys this awesome leaderboard. Let's see. Look at that. Cool. We'll do that. I think we got that straightened away. We got some deltas showing up on the side. That's pretty cool. Cool. I might have to switch between going through the initials and their full names because we've got people like, who do we have? We have Front Desk Guy, Fro. Don't worry, that's me if you didn't know already. I will not be a part of this race. But I think we're all set. Let's see. Let's make sure our cameras are looking good. Oh, yeah. Look at Steve go. Beautiful green Lambo. Let's see. If I were racing in this league, I, too, would be running in the Lambo. I just like the way it sounds. And look how cool it looks. Like, isn't that car really cool? I don't know. I think it is. And in the meantime, if you are watching stream right now, please drop a hello in the comments. Let us know you're watching and who you're supporting. I am supporting everyone in this race. Do I have anyone in particular that I want to really root for? I think I want to root for Drew. I want Drew to get up there today. If he can get like one ahead than he did last week, I'll be super proud. Yeah, so welcome. We have a couple people that have some sim difficulties, like, actually the only guy right now is Brian. That's where you'll see two Brians down there. We're trying to work out why his wheelbase isn't working, even though it was working all day today. We're figuring that out as we speak. You'll see Brian connecting again. Okay, so give the official hello and welcome everyone. I am your host, Hugo Santos, coming at you live from Apex 1. Oh my gosh, guys, it's not even Apex 1 anymore. It's GeForce Racing Lounge. I'm gonna need to get used to that. I'm sorry, folks. We are no longer Apex 1. We have been rebranded as GeForce Racing Lounge here at Westfield, New Jersey, the premier racing lounge of the entire state and debatably the entire nation, but let's keep ourselves humble and let's just go with New Jersey. And yeah, currently we are in qualifying. Our drivers just went through their 5-minute briefing on the expectations on how to get into the pits, how you should act going out of the pits, because the way that the pits work here, it gets pretty tight onto turn 1, so you gotta stay tight on that turn. And now they're doing their qualifying. So if this is your first time watching, welcome. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Currently, the way this works is if you come before 8 o'clock, you get to practice on our sims. If you don't have a membership, you will have to pay, but you get an extra discount for warming up before it starts. If you're part of the league, we give you a 35% discount to warm up. So there's that. If you're a member, you'll be able to just warm up as much as you need to before qualifying starts. And qualifying is underway. It's a 25-minute long qualifying session. So if you don't know what qualifying is, all drivers will be out on track at the same time trying to set the fastest lap that they can. This order at the end of qualifying determines the order in which all the cars are gridded during the race. So as it stands right now, we can see that Matthew Devlin is currently P1 with a 159.5 currently. Why is my keyboard not showing their names? Let's see. There we go. Cool. In P2, very, very close in time, we have Victor Mendez Polanco with a 159.6, literally less than a tenth off. Mike Losa, honestly, I am so happy that he did so well last week, and I hope he has the momentum continuing on this week. He came in with a spotlight on him. He was I could tell he was sweating before this race started. He was so nervous. He wants to maintain that podium streak that he just started. So we'll be looking out for him this race. P4 right now with a 201.7, we have Victor Ladoano. That's such a cool last name. Let me show you guys their cars. What am I doing? He's running the McLaren 720 GT3. In 5th, currently with a 201.773, so only 600ths off Victor right now. We've got Steven Cortopassi, our Italian native, if you will. My favorite Italian that comes here. No bias at all as he goes back into the pits. In P6, we have a longtime member here, David DeLeon, unfortunately having the unluckiest streak in this league. If you don't know, if you haven't seen him in the results, it's probably because he's been riddled with the worst sim problems that we've been having. These past couple weeks, he's been the unfortunate, unlucky guy to have sim issues these past couple weeks with his wheelbase disconnecting on both occasions, I believe that's what happened. So we're hoping, signs have been good. He's been practicing for the past 40 minutes and the sim has been good. So fingers crossed that stays that way. That's all I can hope for. So, yeah, that's David. In Roxy, chasing down what I think to be, who is that, Squirt? Oh my God, I don't know. But let's keep going. We've got a lot of people in the race tonight. A couple people haven't been able to make it, but we'll go through everyone. Vahe going P4. We're going to go take a look at him for a little bit. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, we were already on him. Running a black McLaren. Looks great. Vahe, I think this is his first time racing with us in the league. So welcome, Vahe. I hope you're enjoying the league, and you're doing really well right now, P4. With what time do you have? 2:01.3. Good job. All right, so we have Vahe, folks. If you're a Vahe fan in the comments, feel free to go cheer him on. Say woo. Comment whatever you want. I'm sorry. Let me continue. We've got Keith Dempsey running this beautiful looking Porsche. He's had a day today, so he's just here to drive, here to have a good time, hoping to put on a performance today. So he's running a 2:02.6 very early on, but there's 18 and a half minutes left of this session to try to find some more time. So very early, I think he'll get some more in there. Cool. And then after Keith, with a 2:03.6, we've got Drew in another McLaren looking good. Love the McLaren. I think this is his first time also running in the league. So welcome, Drew. I hope you're having a fun time driving the cars. And good luck tonight. I'm cheering for you. Currently our race leader, we've got Peter P. I wish I could tell you what his last name is. I don't want to butcher it and disrespect the family name, so I will not be saying his last name. But Peter is currently our GT3 league leader. He's won both races so far, so he's looking to keep up that winning gold streak and maintain P1 in the league. He'll be looking for first place today. I think he was working on getting his setup put together, so he hasn't really put in a time yet. I think that 2:31.1 is his out lap, so maybe we'll get an official lap out of him soon. I think after a few minutes of issues, I think Seamus here was able to fix up some issues going. So here is our owner, the one and only Seamus Dick, currently running the Aston Martin. That livery looks so good. It's given Red Bull-esque without the Red Bull, right? Yeah. Oh, as he goes drifting, he's looking like Brian. He said, all right, my lap is cooked. I think I'm just going to stay on the side right now. But yeah, let's see. I think he was on his out lap, so I don't know if he's put in an actual time yet. Let me take a look. No, he's on his out lap still, so we've yet to see a lap from him. I don't know if he's done any practice yet, but we'll be seeing in a couple laps to see what his initial times are at. Is Matthew Devlin sets a personal best on the server with a 159 flat. He's going to be looking for the 58s before someone else probably steals it from him. Got Victor still in P2 with a 159.6, so still early. We've got 16 minutes left in qualifying. Oh, look at that beautiful car. That Mustang looks great. Yeah, Victor, I forget what Victor was running in race 1. I think it was the Porsche. He wasn't liking the way that it felt, and he's been running the Mustang in each league that we've had the GT3s in when it was available. So I think the switch into the Mustang for week 2 was a real huge help for him. I think he got a good amount of points there, and he's looking to take this Mustang to a podium tonight. What a beautiful car. I just tried that car on iRacing recently. It's really fun. Highly recommend if you have iRacing and GT3s, give the car a shot. It's really fun. Oh, Shane was telling us, look at this guy. Look at the sandbagger. He was telling us before the race started that he was not finding any pace at all. I'm going to put the camera on someone else in the meantime while I talk about Shane's woes. Currently, Shane's running a 159.7, and he was just telling me he couldn't get under the 202s. Like, yeah. Oh, Henry, welcome to the stream. Henry says you can't trust anyone who runs the Red Bull livery in any sim. You got that right. You got that right, Henry. Welcome to the stream, man. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying indoors. I don't want you to get rained on or blown tons of wind at tonight. Yeah, you cannot. Unless you're Max Verstappen and his team himself, if you're racing online, do not trust anyone with the VerstappenRacing.com livery or any sort of Red Bull Racing livery. Odds are they're going to go a little more aggressive than you'd wish, you know. So I'd stay away from them. Give them the space. They might mess up themselves. Hopefully Sheamus doesn't act like that. I know he's not the type to, but we'll see. Is Roxy here taking a few laps around town. I just had the interview with our current pole leader Matt here. He's in the Rexy livery, just sitting out right now. I think someone might be calling my name over some maintenance issues, possibly. So hopefully that's not the case. But if it is the case, I will leave this camera on someone that's driving. I think I showed you guys enough of Victor. Let's go show the other Victor, the Porsche Victor, Roxy Victor, Victor L. We got two Victors, if you guys didn't know. We got Victor L running the Porsche 911. And then we have Victor Polanco. Mendez Polanco. My apologies, Victor. Running the Mustang. So, you guys seen enough of Mr. Polanco already. So, let's go take a look at Laduano for a little bit. Mr. Laduano in his Roxy car. I think we're okay right now, though. I think I get to stay on the stream with you lovely folk. So let's get an update on what's up. As we got David bringing his time down to a 2-minute flat 0.3, getting just ahead of Victor L, 1/10 ahead and change. So he's figuring it out. His sim looks like it's actually operating. Good for him. Let's hope it stays that way for the rest of the night. He's been itching. We've been having post-race interviews with him. I've been having discussions with him. He's been itching to get a clean race for the first time this league season, and he deserves it. He was saying that this is one of the most competitive league seasons that he's seen here, and he participates in like all of them. So he's really hoping to just have some good racing with people. He specifically called out Steve Cortopassi. He was really impressed with the way he's been defending, but good defending, not to the point of blocking. So he was highlighting to me that racing against Steve is always a pleasure. So, Steve, if you're watching this stream right now, take pride in the progress you've made and how scary you are defending your position. Good evening, folks. Again, I am so sorry. You may have heard some phones ringing in the background. That was me answering a call. You know, when duty calls, I gotta answer the call as we have some battling going on here in qualifying. Oh my God, who is this? Who is this? Oh my God, I keep forgetting who this. I know this is Victor. He's the only guy running the Mustang, but who is that? That green. Is that Keith? Is that Keith? No, he's the Porsche. I keep mixing that up. Who is it? Who is it? No, I want to keep it back. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Who is that? Actually, I have no idea. All right, you know what? I'm gonna have to figure that out. In the meantime, let's take a look at Victor as maybe he's using this qualifying now to go practice some racing as he gets a little off into the grass. Oh, let's see what other camera angles could I show you guys. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this. Let's get a hood cam on this. Oh, he takes a dive. He takes a look, but he stays on the brake, stays back. Oh, the second he got off into the grass, he knew. He's like, nah, I'm gonna reset. There's no point. Oh, that was gonna be a fun battle. I mean, you don't want to be battling when you're doing qualifying, because then if you're battling, you're not gonna be setting the fastest lap time. But that's entertaining for us. So we got to see a little pre-race action. So there's some action going on. Oh, wait. I think I found him, guys. I think we got him. Oh, it's Steve. It's Steve, the Italiano. Of course he is, because he's in the Lamborghini. Geologic 7500 says still better race direction than F1 TV. You know, honestly, I think I was watching the race with my dad this past weekend, and it looked good. They were showing a lot of the Ferrari battle going on, and I think that was honestly the whole highlight of the race this past weekend in China, right? I think that was some awesome racing that was going on. Welcome to the stream, Geologic. I hope this stream finds you well. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah. I aim to try to be better than the F1 TV. We'll see. We'll see what happens during the actual race time. It's a lot easier, less pressure when you're following qualifying. So, anyways, let's get an update. If you can't read what the deltas are right now and what everyone's putting down, let's take a quick look at our order so far. We've got 7.5 minutes left to go, and we've got Mr. Devlin here. Chilling in first place, and I say chilling because he's just talking to a couple members about his setup, I believe. With a 6/10 lead at 159 flat, he's doing a really good job. All right, folks. Sorry, we have a couple cool customers and members that stop by, and they like to say hi. And I mean, I could have those conversations on for you guys to listen to, but I don't know. Maybe I say some pretty private stuff. I don't want to tell all of you, you know. All right, let's see. Geologic 7500 says, "Living the dream." Oh heck yeah, dude, that's good to hear. Glad to finally catch a stream for the Apex lads. Absolutely. I'm glad to see you too. I like to see I'm not commentating much this season, but it's nice to see. I think this is a new name for me on YouTube, so thank you for joining. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the stream. I'll try to keep the entertainment up, commentate any important updates, and try to show you guys some close racing. And anyways, I was left off with the qualifying order. So we got P1 with Mr. Devlin with a 59 flat. Still talking to the other members, so he might be chilling in pits for a while still. P2, we've got Victor, who just passed the line. He just crossed the line with the 59-1, getting into Matt's face. He's saying, "Hey, I might hit it 58 seconds before you. You better get your butt on track if you don't want to be, if you want to threaten me." He's slipping and sliding around turns. What is that, 3 and 4? But he's picking up the pace. Let's see. Off the road temporarily, we have Shane. He's in the 59s now, 59.7. I think he had that earlier. So that's good to see. Let's see. In P4, we've got Peter. Not in his usual form. I wonder if he's just sandbagging right now. I'm trying to show all his pace today. He's in P5 with a 2-minute flat. Let's see. We've got David here with a 2-minute flat, 0.3 in the Rexy livery. So, let's see. Let's get some nice camera angles for you guys while I go through this. We got Victor L running a 2-minute 4. Looks like he's doing some adjustments in the pits. Seamus in the Aston Martin running a 2-minute flat 5. So let's see, from P4 up until P8, we have a half a second gap. That's awesome to see. So we might have some really tight racing for P5 here, and even P4. He's only what 400ths off Victor L here. So we've got a big group bunched up here in the midfield. That looks like some really good racing is gonna be happening around there. So let's keep it going. We got Vahe running a 2-minute 8. Like a lot of people running into the 2 minutes here. So I'm excited to see what happens here. P10 we got Brian running a 201 flat. Then we got Steven running a 201 flat. Also, no, I'm sorry. He's running a 201 6, almost 7, 6-7 for all those cultured out there. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I had to insert that. Let's see. As we continue down the order, we got Drew in P12 running a 202.4, running ahead of Keith, running a 202.4 also, but only 200ths off. Oh my God, go ahead, Drew. He's finding some pace. He's learning the track, finding the pace. Good for you, Drew. Keep it up. And all the other names were probably from people that are listed in the server but are just not here today. And I'm front desk guy. I'm the front desk commentating for you guys. Let me put it back on some live action for you guys. Yeah, so we've only got a minute and a half left to go for this qualifying. So after this qualifying, let's keep it on Seamus for a little bit. As we go through qualifying, there's going to be I think there's a 50, 60 second like wait time in between the end of qualifying so that everyone could see the results. And then there's going to be a roughly 3-minute break for everyone to get their setups dialed in, saved, good to go. And then we're going to have a 45-minute race starting in about maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Maybe a little more than that because there's overtime. Everyone needs to finish their last few laps before we move over. Geologic, I appreciate your family adjacent support. Thank you very much. All right. Got 45 seconds left. Let's see here. God. I'm just taking a look at the live timings here. Not on the screen. Those are the best times. I'm seeing if anyone's getting close to their best laps. Let's see. Victor did all right. Seamus goes back into the pits. We're gonna bring it over to Peter. Oh, Victor's still 400ths off. Oh, David just set a new best time. A 2-minute flap and 1,000th. You can hear the frustration. We had a couple members here heading out. So always got to say goodbye to the loyal members. Yeah, David was. You could hear the frustration from him. Really upset he didn't hit the 159s, but I think during the race he'll be fine. I think he'll hit them, but I understand it's a lot more fun to hit it when you're in qualifying. Could have got Shane there. Everyone's finishing up their final laps here as it finishes. Couple claps of frustration. Brian was setting a really hot lap, clapped his hands, was like, dang it, I couldn't finish the lap. Couple people frustrated that it just cut him off. So, all right, guys, let's take a look at the leaderboards now. We got a Matt P1. He maintains P1 with the 59 flat. He didn't hit the 58s, but he didn't need it in only 3 laps. I think he just wants to showboat here, folks. I don't think I think he wants to show off he could hit quick laps with few laps needed. No, to show off. We got Victor in P2 with the 59.1, only a tenth and a little over a half off. That's a really good run on him. Shane P3 with the 59.7. He should be proud of that result. Definitely after he was saying that he was feeling really slow early on. So good on him. David said that 2-minute flat. No frustration needed when you're hitting good times like that. I think I'm going to have to reset. Yeah. I'm going to have to reset everyone in the pits. People are probably going to yell at me right now. There it is. Everyone's yelling at me right now because they think I don't reset the server, but it's all good to go. I reset it. I like to stress everyone out before the race starts. Everyone's running around, talking to each other, talking about how awesome or not awesome their laps were. Everyone's lap was awesome. What am I saying? All right. So we're going to have a 45-minute race. The way that it works on Assetto Corsa, I'm going to have to have my fake car here. I could pretend like I'm driving. I could drive with the keyboard, but I'm not going to. I don't want to show off to any of these guys in the league. You know, I can't show off my keyboard driving skills. I don't want to beat them in a keyboard. So once the race starts, I'm going to have to press escape, go back to pits when the race actually starts. I can't yet because it hasn't started yet, I guess. But once it does, I'll be able to go back to pits, and then I should be able to get the first turn underway and get a good angle on it so you guys can see what's going on. Who do I want to keep? We've got a crazy pack going on. Let's see. Who do I want to keep? Those are all DNFs. We don't care. We don't care about DNFs. AKA people that couldn't make it today. People that aren't actually in the server. We just had them practice on the server to make sure it was working well. We've got a minute and a half left here. Let's have it on. Let's get a good angle here. Maybe we'll do a far chase cam for this first turn, and then as the race progresses, we'll go into like more cinematic views. Could change these cameras. Ooh, lights out and away go here would be good, right? Maybe. That Lambo, beautiful. All right, 1 minute left. Everyone's wrapping up, getting ready. I'm gonna make sure everyone is all fully ready. So I'll see you guys in about 30 seconds. All right, I gave everyone the warning. If we see anyone in the pits, that green button may not have been pressed. All right. The red lights are going out. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's lights out and away we go. I am going to go back to the pits and go drive. And let's get some action going on as we go into turn 1. We're going to follow. Let's go follow David here, who's side by side with Victor, going into turn 1. They're staying side by side. Victor breaks a little later, but it looks like it's going to be good enough to go side by side through turn 1. And we maintain a good, looks like everyone's racing clean. Everyone went through turn 1 amazingly. Nice job, everyone. Yeah, clean turn 1. That's awesome. That's very hard to do on this track, too. All right, let's take a look. We got Matt maintaining a strong lead in P1, maintaining that. Shane moves up, I believe, to P2, overtaking Victor at the start. Oh, good start by Shane. Let's keep an eye on everyone here as we go into like turns like, I don't know, 6, 7. I'm just a goofball. Yeah, everyone's racing really clean. Holy crap. Yeah, everyone made it nice and clean. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are doing so good. All right. We've got the top 4 with a 1 second gap between each of them. Let's keep it on Seamus right now. He's about a half a second off. Or we could have it on Brian, who's right on. Whose butt is that? Got a Vahe's butt. He's keeping it tight on him. We're gonna keep watching them for a little bit. Let's see if Brian can get any closer and maybe make a move up this next back straight into the chicane. But Mike is also. We've got some close races. I hear David a little frustrated. Come on, man. Maybe he's slipping a bit. I don't know. Oh, we've got some action up front. We're gonna go take a look here with Losa. We got Losa and Victor. Oh, or what's that? Oh no, that was David. David goes late on the brakes with all the pressure he felt from Mr. Losa here. He's going to be feeling so good about that. We're inflating Mike Losa's head every single league night. No, but he's doing good. Seamus maintaining a half-second gap behind Mike Losa here. Then we have Vahe only half a second behind him, with Brian a half second behind him. We got a little half-second train going on here. Oh, and we got Peter. Oh, a rare moment where we see Peter collide with. Oh my God, who was that? Who was that? I don't even know. Oh, it was Steve. Steve says, "Come on, man. That's a lot better than the usual curse words he puts out." So that's good for him. He's keeping it pretty PG for a race night. Steve. Peter might get a penalty for that. He went a little too hot on the brakes there, but maybe the Lambo's just not that strong on the Nurburgring track here. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got Seamus still up Mike Losa's tail, his exhaust pipe, sniffing those fumes as we go down into the next double apex hairpin here. As we got a couple people right in front of me questioning my commentating, but that's okay. That's just me. It's just me. Let's see. Looks like everyone's still holding position. Outside of that little collision we had there, everyone's doing pretty well. Oh, and okay. We've got our third unlucky disqualification from David. I am so sorry, David, and I guess Keith as well. Crap. We've got 2 DQs already in the span of 4 minutes. That's I don't know if that's racing, folks, or if that's just sim issues. We're gonna have to take a look at that. Maybe we'll get to see a replay later tonight of what happened there. But David was telling me that his seat popped, so I don't know. That's really disappointing. I think he was running pretty well too. Peter's still going. All right, let's see. Let's keep an eye. Who do we got an eye on? We got an eye on Brian right now. He's just 6/10 behind Vahe. Taking a nice line. That's what you want to do there. You want to stay tight on that curve so you could stay wide enough to get a lot of speed going through that right-hander there. Carry that speed over this straightaway. That's really what you want to do. Good job there, Brian. Gets a little hair tighter on the brakes, and he gets a little happy. Brian, if I were you, I'd be giving up that position, but Rubbin is racing. So he'll take that position there. A little late on the brakes, but Vahe keeps his car together after that contact. And Brian does too. I mean, they both went a little sideways, but good for them. Oh my God. Victor's desperately trying to catch back up to Shane's exhaust pipe here, running 0.6 behind. Matt's pulling a little gap here, running about 3 seconds ahead of Shane. So looks like we're starting to get some gaps here. We had a couple penalties go out early on. I don't know what's up with that. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I'm gonna be right back. I'll keep the action here on Victor for now. He looks like he's the closest. So let's get you guys a really good camera here. Give you some beautiful angles to watch this race in real time. Beautiful. Let's while you guys see that, I'm gonna go see what's up with these penalties. All right, folks, I am back. I'm going to take a look at these gaps pretty quick, and Victor is still riding Shane's exhaust pipe here, running only 0.5 behind still. That's good to see. As we have Scordo, I think he just overtook Vahe. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. I just got back. We see, oh no, what happened to Vic? What happened to Vic? I just changed that of you, Vic. Why did you have to do something when I just changed the camera? Oh no. Looks like something happened going into the last chicane. So now he's going to be running in P. Oh shoot, he's running P7 now. He's got some chasing to do. The leader has such a huge ego. He wants to show off his crazy pace in the cockpit and wants to show a lap. He wants to show off a lap in the cockpit. I mean, I guess he's in the lead. I guess I'll be nice. I don't see any crazy tight gaps right now. Between everyone's running about 2 to 4 seconds behind each other. So let's go take a look. You know what? Let's give it another minute. Once he gets to the start finish line, I'll get into his cockpit view, and we could do a commentary on how Smada here takes the Nurburgring GP. Let's see, we got Seamus slowly catching up to Mike Losa here, running less than a second now. I mean, if he was in an F1 car right now, he'd be hitting DRS zones, but DRS isn't even a thing anymore. So now we got battery deployment. Maybe Seamus can use some battery deployment now. I don't know. I actually don't know what the rules are that now. As they both run wide going into the left right here. Looks like Seamus is going to get a solid run here. He's He's gaining a couple tenths on Mike here. He got a really bad exit going into this back straight here. Let's see what Seamus does. Just gonna keep it tight. I'm seeing some cool racing here, so I'm sorry, Smarter. You're gonna have to wait a little bit before I show you that cockpit view of yours. I'm sure your laps are great, as they both run a little wide, but maintaining the same gap going into the start-finish line and starting their next lap with only half a second between each other. Remember what I said earlier on during qualifying, folks. We go super deep. Hear a couple groans in the background, but I don't know who that was from. Oh, no. Oh, I think it's a wheel thing. I think we have some issues as Seamus is gonna get a really good exit on Mike here, and he's gonna go look on the outside, but he does the move a little too late and bumps into the back of Losa, looking around to try to get around him, but it does not succeed. Poor Seamus tried to get around just a little late. Only 3/10 behind, though. I think Seamus is looking really eager for another move here. Oh, looks like we've got another penalty. I'm going to keep this race on for you guys while I go check out that penalty. All right, we're back. And it looks like Los is pulling a little bit of a lead now away from Seamus, as I just see Victor overtake Mike here. Looks like, I don't know what happened during server settings, but it looks like we've got some serious penalty cuts being called now. So for those that are uninitiated in Assetto Corsa, if you get a track cut with a certain penalty enabled, you have about 20 seconds to clear it by keeping your car below, I believe, like 20 or 30 miles an hour. And if you don't do that by your next lap or within 20 or 30 seconds, you get disqualified. So this is not something that I believe we've been running in this league. I don't know why it's come up now. Our server settings shouldn't have changed outside of keeping the weather firm and making sure that we have the time of day staying consistent. So I don't know what happened with that. But we've got Mike and Seamus having a battle here, as Seamus overtook Mike early on. Mike getting a lot of grass, but he's keeping his left two tires in. He brakes a little late. Let's see if Seamus can capitalize on it. He goes around to the right. Oh, as they both dodge a spinning McLaren. I was going to call that a very late block, but that's just avoiding traffic. I cannot blame him for that. Oh, this is good. Let's get some nice camera here. Let's see what happens going into turn one. I think this will be a good race to watch. Let's see. Let's get the hood cam. That hood cam's nice. Nice. All right, let's get a... Oh, no, I think Seamus is going to get a run here a little bit. I think he's going to pull a little closer to Mike here. 1/10 down, another 10th down. Yeah, Seamus got a really good exit there. He needs to do a few more of those to get a little closer to Mike. Oh, goes a little deep there, but still maintaining 6/10 delta there. Let's take a look. All right, I guess we can get Smada's wish to come true. I guess we could take a look at him in the cockpit because he really wants to show off his lap. So we'll go take a look at what a lap looks like here. Let's see. Heading into the back straight. This is the back straight where you go flat out straight through. Even though there's a fast right going there, you're gonna go over those curbs full throttle. He doesn't need it. Maybe he's a little scared of it, but it also unbalances the car. He's gonna brake at about 100 meters. He's gonna get real deep on that second curb, but gets a good exit there. Keeps it really tight on the left side to get the largest turning angle that you can get, exiting out onto the finish line. And let's go through one whole lap. So let's go get him in the cockpit here, as he so dreamed of. So this is what Smada's looking at on the sim here at G-Force Racing. Going into turn 1, you're going to stay super tight. You want to go over that whole curb there. And you have your cone there. That's going to be your apex into turn 2. And 3 here, you're going to want to stay real tight as he does here. Get those 2 left tires really deep on the left side, so you can get a really good exit on that right and power all the way out here before your next medium speed left here. Going to brake just when those cones are ending. Keep tight left on that curb, but keep a little room on the left again because you're going to need to open up that turn to get around that right side there and get that apex. Coming down here, I take this as a double apex. I brake a little before that white strip becomes noticeable as you're passing that. You can take a double apex there and go wide just as Smada did here. Then you can bring yourself all the way out to the right and cut in as much as you can. Get some curb in there and stay real deep on the curb on the right. Cutting that driving line as much as you can. Brings it down 3 gears. Gets really good exit there. But he needs to really focus on the exit here is way more important because you have a really long straightaway as he gets a good exit there. Brings it all the way down this back straight. Oh, I don't know what just happened. Oh, everything's okay. Seamus exclaiming in frustration over something that happened. Goes through the chicane, and he's going to go through the last right here. Keeps it nice and tight and full throttles out through that left side. Brings that power, and that's a full lap, folks. I hope Smada's watching this replay and appreciates that I was able to give him some time in the cockpit. You're welcome, buddy. You're very welcome. Looks like we got Mike Losa coming in the pits here. Looks like he's going to get some fuel, maybe change some tires. He's one of the first few to get a pit stop here today. Looks like he wants to just get that one pit stop early and out of the way and finish the race with the rest of the fuel he's getting. So that means we're going to have Victor L overtake Mike, and looks like Peter's making some progress too. Passes him as well, going up into P5. Let's go take a look. Alex Greengrass believes the production value has dropped. I wonder what happened. Yeah, we had a couple people. We had some people that normally work on these Mondays directing the race. You know, I guess it's nearing the end of cold season, so some colds are biting a couple of us in the butt real good. So yeah, you will all unfortunately have to just deal with my commentating and lack of awesome transitions. So my apologies, folks. I think next week we'll have all that return again. In the meantime, let's go take a look. I'm going to go down the order and see what everyone's times are, where everyone's at on the race. So right now in P1 we got Matt. He hasn't had any lead changes happen yet. maybe if he pits, Shane might be able to get ahead for a few laps, but it's looking like he's going to stay P1 for now. His last lap was a 59.9, and that was also his best lap, so he's progressing through. He's the only person in the field right now that's gotten under 2 minutes, so that's a fun fact. The next closest, though, is Shane in second place. He's running his best lap was a 2:01.0, and his last lap was a 2:02.3, so maybe had a couple slip-ups here and there. In P3 right now, we did have Losa, but he did go in the pits. So we do have Seamus, who's going to be staying out. His last lap was a 2:04.5. He did have a slip-up. I remember hearing him have some sort of exclamation. And his best lap, let's see, what was his best lap? His best lap was a 2:01.1. So neck and neck with Shane's best time. So I wonder if that gap is going to either close down or it's going to stay put. Let's see. We got Victor here and Peter staying real close to each other. Let's keep an eye on them. Oh, we've got a crash here with Brian. Is that what it looks like? Yeah. Yeah, something happened over here. I don't know what happened there. Los is looking slow here. I don't know what happened here, but I just saw a collision with Brian and Mike. Maybe something happened on the pits. No idea. Let's keep an eye on Victor. See, maybe I believe maybe Peter just passed him to get a hold of P4 there. Let's see. Alex asks, what happened with Justice? I think Justice was just busy today. He didn't show today. So, yeah, outside of him, Justice wasn't able to make it. Let's keep it on. Let's see. Before I go on, let's keep an eye on here. Let's keep an eye on Drew. Yeah, so Justice wasn't able to make it. We had an early exit with David, unfortunately. This time his seat popped. His braking is just so refined and so precise and strong. That he just breaks chairs. So I guess that's what happened. He's just too good for that chair, I guess. So he had an early exit. Keith had an unfortunate cutting penalty. I don't know why these penalties are up right now. We're gonna take a look at that. But that happened, and I think that ended up costing him. As we have Shane in the pits now, dropping down to P3. He's gonna drop down maybe at least 1 or 2 more spots with Peter and Victor coming up. Yep, Peter just crosses the line. He gets through, and so does Victor. We're gonna have to see where he gets out. I can't tell, but maybe. Is it close to Losa? He is getting out. He might be getting out near Mike Losa here. Mike Losa's coming down. Let's keep an eye on this. See where Shane ends up coming out. Yeah, he comes out way ahead. But he's gonna need to warm up those tires. He's got a full tank of gas. Oh, his Mike overcooks turn 1 just a little bit. He's gonna try to make up some more time and try to catch up to Shane here in P7. Let's see. Everyone's starting to do their pits, getting their fuel. See Drew coming out of the pits. Coming out P11. Higher than where he started. That's solid. All right. Got Shane roughly 5 seconds behind. Vahe. Matt coming in for his first pit. We might have Seamus able to overtake him. 24-second gap. That's definitely going to get cut down. We got Peter chasing down Seamus in the meantime. After that early little explosion that happened. He's looking like he's making up some places, though. So we'll see where that progresses. But Mike's only 1.5 seconds behind Shane. So we're going to keep an eye on these two and see if anything progresses here. Yeah, Matt just got out of the pits. Seamus did overtake him with a roughly 6, almost 7-second gap. This is a prime position for Peter to catch up to him. Let's see. Can I tell if we had any pit stops? I cannot confirm if Peter's had a pit stop yet, if he took one early from the collision or not, but he is about 3 seconds shy of Matt, so I'll try to keep that in mind and see if that ends up closing or not. So we have Mike here gaining a little more on Shane here. He went from 1.5 seconds down 0.5 second with some late braking, but that turns out to be really good for him. But he slips out, but he keeps control. He keeps control. He got a little too excited. He saw Shane coming up real close. He was like, yeah, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. Got a little too happy with the brakes, but it looks like he's going to be fighting Shane. If I were Shane, I'd be like looking at my mirror back and forth 100 times a second because I can't deal with that kind of pressure, but maybe Shane can. We've got 19 seconds here left to go, and we have someone that just went in the grass. I think it was Brian. Maybe a sim issue. I have no idea. We might have to get an update on that. I'll take a look at that later, as we still have some racing to go here. Mike in P8 looking to chase down P7 from Shane. Let's get a nice camera angle here. Nice. Now let's get a nice hood camera there. I think Brian is clocking out of this race. I don't know what happened. His wheelbase was disconnecting briefly before the race started, so that is a possibility that happened. We're going to need to take a look at that this week. It's been happening with different sims all week. We've had A3 was doing just fine earlier. As we have Mike here going late on the brakes, it looks like that's his favorite thing to do, but he's keeping it real close. Seamus gets out of the pits. I was wondering why there were some people passing him. I think we see why there now. Let's see Mike's iconic late braking in a turn 1. Let's see if he learns from his previous mistakes. Keeps himself to the right, give himself some space, maybe for an inside move. He's not there yet, but a lot cleaner than last lap, so he's able to maintain a 6/10 gap with Shane this time, as opposed to losing it. Oh, he's gonna get close to Shane here. Shane might be feeling the pressure, but Mike tends to go a little over the apex there. He tends to over throttle there. That gives Shane a little breathing room down this straight into the medium fast left here. Prepping for that right side as Mike takes a little peek into the right side, but he doesn't get any closer than that. He's not trying to end anyone's race here. As we get into the double apex here, I wish I knew these turn names. You have a couple really knowledgeable racing folks here at G-Force Racing that would definitely know this track in and out way better than me. You go down that fast left, fast right. Positions stay the same. We're seeing a 6/10 gap between the two of them. Let's see what the last laps were. We got Shane last ran a 2:01 flat, and Mike ran a 2:03 3. So Mike had a lot of pace going last turn. I think last lap, sorry. And I think Shane just had a little mishap going probably on an exit. Slipped a little, cost him almost a second's worth of time. Oh, as we go really late on the brakes, or did Shane go too early? I don't know. No, nothing happened out of that. Position stayed the same. No harm, no foul. Racing incident, I'm going to call that. I know Mike does like to brake a little later, but his braking points do look really good. So I keep saying that he has some late braking points, but he's been hitting turn 1 here pretty well, like tight into the apex here. So let's see if he can match that again with 15 minutes left in the race. They both get really tight on that apex, so they both get a good run going out. And so this tricky double left here. Get close to that cone and bring yourself out wide so you can carry a lot of speed going into this tight left. But you got to do what Shane's doing and stay Stay tight on that left side and keep left when you go on that little straightaway before the right. Bring out a lot of speed coming out there. Assetto doesn't seem to give you any track limits when you exceed that green area on the left there. So you saw Shane going real wide there, and it's not an off track according to Assetto. So take advantage of that while you can, Shane. You've got you got to get all the pace you can if Mike is tailing you. He really wants to get back up to the podiums. Stays real tight, but there's no space for him to get through. We have, yeah, we have Mike going off trying to overtake Shane. Oh, Shane stays up. So that's looking good, as I had just noticed that my mic was out. My apologies, folks. I have dropped the ball on my streaming career. I have been a little too rusty off the mic here. We're taking a look and seeing, I don't know if you guys heard earlier, but Matt's top speed is one of the slowest out of all the drivers here. We're running 149 miles per hour. The running average looks to be about 150, mid 150 miles per hour. So it just goes to show that you can have all the top speed you want, but if you don't have any cornering, then you might as well not be first. So got to strike the balance between getting some good straight line speed and some good cornering power. And it looks like Matt's figured that out with the Porsche here. All right. Let's see. Let's go take a look. Let's take a look at a couple other folks on the track here. We got Vahe running in P9. He last ran a 2:02.7 with his fastest lap being a 2:02.2 for the night. So he's looks like if he's been keeping that pace throughout the night, he's running really consistent. Consistency is very huge here. You could have one or two crashes that could kill someone else's race, and that consistency pays off. Let's see. We got Steve just ahead of him. His outlap came out to be a 2:40 last lap, so that wouldn't count. But his fastest lap was a 2:02.3. So Vahe and Steve running very similar lap times. Let's get some nice angles here. We got Victor here. Running in P7 with a 2:02.9 last lap. His best was a 2:02.3. These previous three drivers are only within a tenth of each other in raw, fast, single lap pace here. So that gap may stay consistent here as we have Peter shown. Let's go see. He's in P6 right now. His last lap was a 2-minute flat, 0.8. Running only 4/10 behind his best lap. And the next 5 drivers are no less than a second slower, as he looks like he's making up some time towards Mike Losa as he makes that mistake there. Let's go keep an eye on Peter and see here if he can get an overtake done. He's got a 1.2 second gap, and that was closing really, really rapidly before that right-hander there. He stays far to the right. He gets that first apex in. Maybe goes a little too deep and can't get the second apex in, but he does. He gets a good enough run out to maintain a 1.2 second gap there to Mike Losa. I think Mike is going to be pretty happy with a P5 here if the results stay the same, but he needs to maintain the lead for another 3.5 minutes, another 3-4 minutes. Let's see if he can do it. So let's take a look at a couple people's cockpit views here. If you guys ever want to participate in our leagues, don't be afraid to join our Discord and keep your eyes peeled for the next league's announcements. We've got another 3 races, I believe, occurring for this league here. Then we usually take a roughly 1-month break, so I anticipate the next league to happen around May. Could be a little earlier, could be a little later. But we'll definitely keep you guys posted, so keep your eyes peeled on the Discord. As we take a look at everyone here. Got Seamus. Is that really Seamus? Wow, he's maintaining P2 with a 21-second gap to Matt in P1. He's doing a really good job. If he doesn't need a pit, he's got himself a podium with Shane 6 seconds behind him in P3, so that would round out the podium finishers here. Let's keep an eye on this action going on here. We've got a Mike trying to defend here against Peter, as Peter gets a way better exit than Mike, but there's no space for him to get around. Peter playing the patient game here. He doesn't need to do anything too crazy. We've got another 2.5 minutes left. They've got another maybe 2 laps worth of driving as he gets a little too much on the curb, and that slips him out a bit. That's going to give Mike some breathing room going down into the straight before the double apex right-hander here. Let's see. Nails the first apex. Gets tighter on the second one than he did last lap. So still another 2 minutes to go. Not a lot of time left to make up some time towards the end here, but anything could happen. Anyone could slip up. Seamus is actually making some time on Matt here. I think Matt's driving a lot safer now. Maybe he's trying to conserve his gas, his tires to the finish. It was a 21-second gap not too long ago. So, let's keep it up. We got another 1.5 minutes to go here. Keeping it up with Peter as we got some clean, good sportsmanship going by, and we see Drew allow these two drivers here to continue their race. Good job holding down that blue flag. That's good as it gets, Drew. Very nicely done. We're gonna keep it on Peter here, as I believe Smata might be on his last lap. It's gonna be close. Let's see if it is his last lap. This might be Peter's last opportunity to try to make it get one more position out in the P5. If he can't hit P5, he might get a little frustrated from that little slip up he had last lap. I hope he doesn't think about it too much in his dreams tonight. As it stands, let's go take a look at Matt really quick to see how close he is to the finish. 35 seconds left. I don't know if he's got a lot of time for that, but Peter doesn't have a lot of time to make this overtake, but he really wants to get it done. He's gotten really close to Mike now with only half a second gap for this battle for P5. I'm going to keep it on this battle for the rest of this race. There might be some side-by-side battling here. Let's see if they both nail this hairpin here. Get a little deep on the first, but nailing the second apex a little more, but getting a little off throttle to get to cover that understeer into that second apex going out. Okay, leader is on the final lap. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I think maybe there was a slowdown. Oh, I think Mike had a slowdown, maybe through a cut. Oh, that gives Peter P5. I really wanted to see that battle happen, but I think Mike had a little cut. So prevent the penalty from happening, you have to drive slower for about 20 seconds. He's taking that penalty. Seamus finishing P2. I believe his first podium of the season. Shane with a wonderful recovery drive into P3. Victor in P4. If Peter doesn't slip up here, he's going to have P5 settles. And it looks like he does. He's got P5. Victor going through the chicane. He's going to be finishing in P6. Steve coming down the chicane too in P7. Oh, wait, no. Did Losa run out of gas? Oh, no. Mike Losa ran out of gas. No. He didn't stop by Sunoco long enough. No. Oh, what a battle that was at the end. So it turned out to be gas issue, as we have Vahe overtaking there to take P8, and that's going to be the race, guys. Look at this podium we have here. Matt Devlin finishing getting his first place in the league this season. Congrats to him. Our general manager / owner of G-Force, the G-Spot with the best sim racing gear in the state, finishing P2. This is his first podium of the season too. Shane finishing P3. I think he's going to feel good about hitting podium there. That'll do it. We got Victor in P4, Peter P5, Vic in P6, Steve P7, Vahe P8, Drew P9. Poor Mike not being able to finish where he was hoping to finish. I believe that was for P5. No gas left. Oh, man, just short. Then due to some sim issues, we had some unfortunate disqualifications from Brian, David, Keith, and the front desk man. Unfortunate for those 4. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream this week. If you guys could give me 1 second, I can tell you guys exactly where we're racing next weekend. Let's go take a look on our Instagram here. If you don't know, if you go on our profile, we have our full schedule lined up there, followed by some additional posts with our current GT3 positions. So let's see. Next week, we are going to be at Imola in Italy. Shout out to Antonelli being the first Italian race winner in F1 since like 2006, 7? 6, 7 coming up everywhere, right, folks? All right, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining the stream tonight. Briscoe, thank you for joining the stream. I'm just wrapping up, but this is Assetto Corsa. This is not Assetto Corsa Evo, and this is not Assetto Corsa Competizione. This is the original AC with some car mods and some leaderboard mods. Lots of mods added into it. So yeah, this is the base AC with the DLC. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining the stream. I hope to see you guys next week. Same time, same place, just a different track. Have a good night, guys.